edge stuff and, you know, old corrugated steel. So I actually have a video 2 weeks ago. I took a thermal, thermometer measuring device. The outside of the tin in the sun was 150 degrees. I shot it on the inside of the tin, which it's insulated. It was 75 degrees. So a 75 degree delta with 4 inches of hemp insulation. Huge, huge insulating value. So
Amazing.
the modular home design that I've been developing is what's called a double stud wall. So it's 2 walls. This is built on a truss deck, so like a roof truss factory, but we make our walls with truss plates and built on a roof truss factory machinery, because we don't want plywood sheathing. We want this to be open. So see that Hempcrete, that's sprayed. So what we want to do is put sheathing on, spray from the inside. We comb this down with a big brush on a drill, pull the sheathing off, and now it's like that, inside and out. It'll look like that one behind there. Then we take lime plaster inside and out, and that's your wall. There's no sheetrock. There's no plastic vapor barrier. There's no fiberglass insulation. There's no Tyvek. There's no plywood. There's no siding. There's no caulking. There's no paint. No paint on any of this. It's just plaster, and we can color the plaster. So, and then the beauty about this design, there's several. These braces here that I've developed make this now a monolithic wall. So it's like it's a 2x12 instead of just 2x3s, because this connects it all together. The opening, this is your floor joist. So normally your wall would sit on your deck, just like this. But because I have 2 walls, it's open into the floor joist. So when we do our insulation, the hemp insulation goes all the way up, and same thing into your roof space. So it's monolithic. It's like an igloo cooler. There is no thermal bridging. So when you look at you take a thermal camera and you look at that building, if that was insulated, you'd see the bottom plate and you'd see the top plate where the heat or cold transfers right through. This doesn't have any thermal bridging anywhere in it, even on the corners. It's all open. So nobody's ever had to build like this, because nobody's ever used hemp insulation. So that's why, and nobody's ever not used plywood. So that's why this has never been done before, because we've never had to. But now with using hemp insulation to its maximum benefit, this is another way of doing it. This is what's called center stud, where you actually put your forms, you hold them out 3 inches with some spacers, and then you hand tamp Hempcrete in, and then same thing, you do your lime plaster coat inside and out. And that's...
So I'm gonna ask a crazy question. So a water main, a water inlet breaks.
Yep.
At the house, and then the plumbers come in, they have to bust the wall.
Yep.
So you're telling me that it's probably, is it easy to cut this out, to replace?
Absolutely. Yep.
And restucco?
Homeowner can do it.
Restucco? Yeah.
Basically, yeah, same thing. Yep, super easy. I don't put any plumbing in outside walls. It comes in through a chase. So after 40 years, 45 years of being a contractor and rebuilding houses,
Yeah.
water damage is it. It's either natural water damage or plumbing water damage. Those are the 2 things that destroy houses. So we run electrical conduit, a tube to put your wires in an exterior wall, but any interior plumbing comes up to the floor, or an interior wall that's accessible to get to. So when we build modular units, you never need to open up your walls. So you never need to remodel a Hempcrete house.
So
never.
Do you have, so there was a version of masonry blocks made with hemp.
Let's go inside.
Oh, that's right. That's
So this